Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome, and I thank you for coming to spend some time with me today. I thought that today I would talk about maybe just sort of shaking things up a little bit for spring and introducing some new colours. So I have a few little things that I've bought, not too many, just to sort of bring some pastel shades and more springy and summery colour shades into my makeup. I have a couple of things as well that are not makeup items. One is hair care and one is body care. So, like I say, I've been looking at magazines and looking on Pinterest and that to see what the new trends are, makeup wise and colour wise, for the spring summer 2017. And there is a lot of pastel that seems to be popular, and also block colouring and things like that. So block colouring I don't think is for me, but pastels I thought I might be able to work into my my makeup routine. So about a week ago I went to the MAC counter and spoke to a lovely makeup artist there, and she gave me a hand in choosing some colours. So I only bought two, but they mix in very well with the colours that I have already and that I use on a daily basis, and that's really what I wanted, was just something to sort of step it up a little bit for spring. So the first one I buy them in the little envelope packaging, because I have actually that's another thing I've bought recently. I had the little cases, you know, the ones that you customize. I have them here actually. I have I've emptied them. I have one that holds 2 and one that holds 4. So I actually went and bought the bigger one that it actually holds 15. It's very, very good value, and it's a very economical way of buying the MAC lipsticks, because these on their own are €7 each. Whereas if you buy one eyeshadow pot in its little packaging, you know, the little packaging that opens up and closes, and it's clear and you can see the eyeshadow, they're like €17 or €18. But if you buy this, it's the same amount of product. Each of these is €7 each, so you're getting 2 for less than the price of one in the actual packaging. You can buy these, I'm sure everybody knows this, you can buy these individual little cases. So if you wanted to travel and you just wanted to bring a few, you can actually customize the colours you want to bring and pop them in. So if you wanted to bring 4, or you just wanted to carry 2, sometimes I'll just have 2 in that because it's what I use on a daily basis, but I've bought the bigger one so that I can have all my colours together. So the first one that she suggested for me, I was looking for something kind of pink, but I was a bit nervous. So this one is called Swirl, and I'll just show you. Is that the right way up? Sorry, it's Swish. Did I say swirl? I did. It's called Swish. So that's the name of it there, and that's the colour. So it might look a little bit, oh wow, that's a bit strong, but it's actually not, because when I saw it first I thought, oh gosh, I don't know if I could wear that. But I'll just swatch it on my hand here for you, and hopefully you will be able to see that, yes, it gives a nice little pop of colour. It does have some shimmer in it, but it's not too much, and you can actually sheer it out. And I'm wearing it on my lid. So that's the first one she suggested to me. And the next one was one I wanted for the crease, and this one is called Haux, H-A-U-X, and it's a kind of how would I describe the colour? It's slightly brown, but it's slightly pinky as well. I don't know, taupey, pinky, browny. It's not picking up on camera the way it is in actuality. But that's the colour there, Haux. And I'm going to swatch that for you as well so you can see. I'll put it next to Swish. So you can see it's kind of browny purpley, and the two, itchy nose, the two go very well together. So I'm really, really happy with those. I just felt they were a lovely way to, you know, bring spring into my colour palette. So I'll just show you the colour palette that I have. I have the names of these. You see, that's the one that holds. It actually holds 15 eyeshadows on each side. You can buy one that's just a single layer, but it's actually the same price to buy the double. So this was €10, and the little inset for the eyeshadows was £2.50. So it holds 15 shadows, and I have, what, 6 in there at the moment, and I have the 2 that I'm going to put in. I'll just show you how they go together. This one is called, it's kind of a purpley one, and it's called Sketch. This one here is more of a proper brown, and that one is called Corduroy. This one here, am I right? Yeah, this one here is called Quarry. This one here is Orb. It's kind of peachy. This one is here is a more champagne-y colour, and that one is called Shroom. And this one here is Wedge. So that's a well-known one. So I thought that these 2 new colours just match in very well. They go very well with my combinations, and they literally just, they're magnetic. They just pop in like that. In they go. So I think they go very well with the colours that I'm currently working with, and yet it's enough to bring kind of a spring edge to things. So I'm really, really happy with those. Another MAC product that I bought was I've never used any of their skin finishing products, and I've always been very curious, but I never know which ones to choose. So the same makeup artist helped me with that, and she suggested that I use the Mineralise Skin finish in Light Plus. So that's it there, Light Plus. And it's just a lovely champagne-y finish. It doesn't have a sheen or a sparkle. Let's see if I can swatch it so that you can see. There's the 2 eyeshadows, so I'm just going to swatch it here, but it probably won't. It's just a nice skin colour, and it blends away. And she said to just, you know, dust it over my forehead, down my nose and cheeks and chin, and that's all I've been doing, just a very light dusting. And I have it a week, so I'm sort of giving you a first impression. I have been enjoying it. And the 2 eyeshadows, as I say, I have both of them on me today, and I think I mixed in, oh, I know I darkened my outer V with Sketch, which is the darker. Just trying to open that. I darkened my outer V with this, because I have Swish on my lid, and I have, what did I say that was called? Oh, I have that one on in my crease, and I darkened up with Sketch. So yeah, I was very, very pleased with those products. As I say, I hadn't used that any kind of skin finish like that before. I've had a translucent powder, but I've never had anything like this, so I'm really happy with that. Now, a couple of other new things. Oh yes, one other eye product. I had finished up my, I was using a duo of mascaras, the It Cosmetics Tightline Mascara and the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, but they'd come to the end of their 3 months, so I was looking for something new. And I was shopping the other day and came upon this mascara by Flormar. I don't know if you'll be able to, is it there? Flormar, and it's triple action. And Flormar is it's an Italian, originally Italian, an Italian company. They were based in Milan, established around 1970, and in 1972 I think they moved to Turkey, and I think that's where they've been based ever since. Their products are just beginning to come onto the market here. Some pharmacies have a very good stand and a very good selection of their products, and they seem to be very, very nice products. They're very well priced. I think they're pretty clean products as well. I'm not sure if they're tested on animals. I'm not sure. Something tells me they're not, but I stand corrected on that. But this anyway, this mascara intrigued me because it's triple action in one tube. So I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the little, there's a little black tip when you open it up. There's the wand, but on the top of the cap is a little black, like a button, and it tells you to twist, to lengthen, to curl, and to volume. So it's 3 in 1, and there's the 3 icons of what you can do with the brush, which I thought was really, really fascinating. So you can have the brush straight, you can curl it once to, I presume, curl the lash. Maybe the straight one is for lengthening, and then this one maybe is for volumizing. I actually threw out the packaging, but I'm not really going to get a curl on my lashes, but I'm looking for volumizing and lengthening. So I'll just show you how it works. There's the straight brush. Here's the straight brush. Now if I twist it once, I don't know if you can see it curling. I've got a little twist on the brush there. Let me see that. A little twist on the brush. Now if I twist it one more time, you might see this a little bit better. You'll watch it get smaller. It's like the bristles are compacted and you have more of a twist in the actual bristles. So you can volumize, you can curl, and you can lengthen with this. So there it is again as it's twisted into a curl. I'll release it once and release it again. So I think that's a very clever way of making a mascara that's going to give you 3 different effects. And that's what I have on me today. I just bought it a couple of days ago and I said I'd try it out and give you first impressions, and I do see that it's lengthening my lashes and it's giving me some volume as well. But I'll let you know as the month goes on whether it will make a favourites or not. But it was a very good price point as well. I think it was definitely less than €10. So, you know, for a mascara, that's a very good price. And if it does all 3, because sometimes you get a mascara that only lengthens or volumizes or whatever, but this does 3 different things, and it has that clever little, it's a clever little gadget. Now, my next product is for my hair. It's a new shampoo. As I've said before, I don't colour my hair anymore. I've stopped colouring it it'll be 2 years in the summer when I stopped colouring my hair. And because it's so white, and I still have a lot of darkness here at the back, sides and the back, but it's very white at the front. And I quite like that. But I do notice sometimes that I can get brassy tones, and I don't like that, because to me it looks like there's still some old colour. It could be a whole, you know, section, and it looks kind of brassy, so I don't like that. And I had used silver shampoos or purple shampoos before. One was called, I think it was called Evoke. I could be wrong, but I think it was called Evoke. And I used the conditioner and the shampoo. I didn't like it. It just dried my hair out. And then I think I had used a Lee Stafford. It was called Everyday Blonde. Didn't really like that either. It just seemed to make my hair brittle as well. So I was in Boots the other day and I asked the assistant. I had one in my hand and it was the John Frieda shampoo for taking brassiness out of blonde hair. And I said, do you have any others? And she brought me this one, which I bought. And it's the Bleach London Silver Shampoo, and it's to dismiss brassy tones and eliminate unforgivable yellow. Now I have to try this because it is, I don't know if it's picking up blue, but it's actually really dark purple. Really, really dark purple. So I'm kind of scared. What is this going to do to my hair? So I'm very hopeful that it's going to have a very positive effect and take out any brassy tones and, you know, product buildup that may be discolouring the whiteness in my hair. So I'll let you know how that goes. That's another new product. And then for body care, I was looking for something new because I've been using a lot of oils. I think I spoke about that before. I love to use oil on my body. When I get out of the shower, before I dry off, I would usually have an oil that I will rub in and then I pat dry. And I've often found that that's really works for me. And it's very quick as well, you know, because your skin is damp, the oil it spreads very easily. It sinks in very quickly and you're trapping the moisture. It doesn't leave your skin greasy either. So I would usually shower at night. So it's not, I can put my PJs straight on and I'm not oily or, you know, greasy at all. But I was curious just to try a lotion, and I've been watching some videos about, you know, the ingredients that should be in our body care lotions, equivalent to what should be in our skincare for our face, that there are ingredients that should be, like AHAs, should be in our body lotions. So there's not many on the market. A lot of them are just hydrating. Or, I think the other one I was nearly going to buy was the Nivea Q10, but this one, it's called Mixa it's a French pharmacy brand. I bought this instead, and what attracted me to it was the fact that it is a French pharmacy brand, although it's one I haven't heard of before. But it's a body firming lotion. It has no parabens and it's fast absorbing, which again attracted me because I thought, well, I don't want to be waiting for quite a while to let my skin dry before I can put my PJs on. And it nourishes and firms, and it's for dry and sagging skin. So there I go. It's got an ingredient called tocopherol. Tocopherol? There it is there. And I looked it up, and it's a derivative of vitamin E. So it's very good for your skin. Vitamin E is very good for your skin in terms of healing and hydrating. So I thought, I'll try this. I'll just read to you what it says on the front. Mixa was created by Dr. Roger, a French apothecary whose unique expertise of mixing active ingredients in pleasurable formulations inspired him to create dermocosmetic solutions for sensitive skin. Now, I don't have sensitive skin on my body, but I would tend to have drier skin on my body, particularly on the fronts of my I'm just peeling off a sticker on the back, particularly on the fronts of my shins. Very, very dry, and I hate the appearance of that. So that would be the litmus test for me. If this can moisturize the fronts of my shins, then it's a good one. So if your skin feels dry and lacks firmness, it needs a formula that both hydrates and tones to prevent it from feeling even less firm and elastic. The firming lotion is enriched with I'm not sure how you pronounce this, but I'm going to say tocopherol, and leaves the skin feeling firmer, more elastic and toned, as well as moisturised. Its silky texture is instantly absorbed, leaves skin feeling soft to touch. And I have to say, now I've tried it a couple of times because I think I bought it 2 days ago. There's a little bit of it out. It does have a lovely silky feeling. So I'm literally only giving you first impressions. I'd have to try it for longer than that to see how it really works. But it does have a lovely silky feeling. It doesn't leave the skin greasy, and it does seem to dry in and absorb fairly quickly. So I'm excited to see, is that going to help me get summer ready? Hopefully the weather is going to be really good. I'm being very optimistic that we're going to have lovely weather in May, and that we'll be wearing short sleeves and maybe nice skirts and so on. So I want my skin to be in nice condition for that. So hopefully this is going to help. It's not a French brand that I'm familiar with. We're all familiar with La Roche-Posay and Haux and Aven and what other one? Vichy. I can't think of any other one particularly. They're the main ones that you would see in pharmacies and drugstores. I'm very familiar with those, but this one I hadn't heard of. There was another formulation for very dry or dehydrated skin, but I thought this one, because it's firming. And they also have a hand cream. They were the only 3 products in the range that I could see, and I got this in Superdrug, and it was, I think it was about €9, in and around that price, about €9. There is 250ml in it, so we'll see how that goes. So they're my new products that I'm considering are kind of shaking things up a little bit for spring and summer. So I'd love to know what you are going to introduce into your makeup, new colours, new lipsticks, blushes, eyeshadows. What are you introducing to shake things up for spring? I'd love to know. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you again for coming to spend some time with me, and I hope to see you in the next video. So bye for now, take care.